From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, today the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test.
Over the course of a full season, Boog, there are few stretches where a team is clicking offensively, defensively, starting pitching, and bullpen. Right now, this is one of those stretches for this club.
Just about set to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Zach Wheeler.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
And that's outside. Ball one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Brendan Donovan, batting with one down, takes a strike. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Nolan Arenado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about it. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia and on the hill today, Jordan Montgomery. singing he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And the pitch. Trey Turner stands in now and watches strike one. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is necessary to raise money not just for research but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS is $250,000. The pitch. Good eye right there. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground. Rivas sends it to first. And they get Turner for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And a pitch. And that one clips the corner. Bounce to third. Has some trouble with it. He doesn't have a play. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
That is good. The first baseman.
Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 6 in the series so far.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Blue. Things change from game time.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second. That misses. And one.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Rojas, the runner at second with one away. And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. And that clips the inside corner. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-2. And he deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And a pitch. Just missed. Man on second, 2 down. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. We played one here in Philadelphia, and there is no score at Citizens Bank Park. Second inning set to go. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Demetrius Lewis. The pitch. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Fires to first on the run. 1 out in second.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at-bat.
And down on strikes. And a couple of quick outs.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Home run number 20 on the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry, and Didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Line drive and makes the play, and that's out number 3. One for the Cardinals on the solo home run. And the home team down a run. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
Montgomery back to work. And that's outside. This one in the air. Arenado gets under it. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one missed. Fly ball to right. Lewis under this one. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting seventh, the catcher,
JT Realmuto steps in.
Realmuto made his debut with the Florida Marlins all the way back in 2014. Had a pair of singles and 3 RBIs in the game.
First pitch misses. The Phillies down by a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2-0.
Just missed.
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that's too high, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it. Now the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Realmuto runs. That's in for a strike. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Stays alive. Heading down the line, Lewis. Long run, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And another ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Phillies strand one. They trail here 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now up for St. Louis, Joshua Baez. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. There's a strike. Well, I think that one of the things that we've seen is that neutralizing the running game is as much to do with going with the slide step that a good majority of the pitchers have, and nobody wants to give a free ball to the hitter.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jordan Montgomery. That one fouled off. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond. And taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
To third. Into the outfield. Base hit. And the pitcher with a base hit.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now the left fielder, Mike Antico. In there, and it's 0-1. And the right-hander deals. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Baez rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Cut off, throw to third. The tag out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip the cap.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. That's in there. Strike 1.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Swing and a miss. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
But one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got...
And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning. Here's the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. Here comes the pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Turner, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Up and in, and the count even 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Phillies trailing by 3 here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And there is another strikeout.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The pitch. Ripped on the ground to second, on to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Demetrius Lewis. The wind and the pitch. Smoked on the ground a second. Stott over to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one is gone. So he goes yard to left. Home run number 40 on the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Out to short. Tosses to first. And Contreras is retired.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That smash towards center. Rojas puts it away. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Harper now.
The first baseman, Bryce Harper.
As the lefty gets to work. Just off the inside edge.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Strike on the inside corner. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. On the ground, right side. Goldie. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Went down on strikes his first time through. Popped up left side. Arenado settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away now.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Castellanos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And here it comes. Line drive, base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So man aboard, Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Flied to right his first time. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. The Redbirds leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting, catcher, JT.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Walked and stole a base his first time. That clips the zone. Strike one. Castellanos, the lead runner out at second. Boom. At first, 2 out of the inning. In the air out to center. Baez sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started, and now the center fielder, Joshua Baez. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice.
Now on the bump, Matt Strom.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Montgomery. Singled and scored his first time. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Mike Antico. 1 for 2. Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Second baseman, Bryson.
Montgomery back to work. Foul ball. Kicks and fires. Strike 2. And now the lefty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a pitch. Bounced out to short. Rivas tosses to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The pitcher, number 25, Matt.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Edmundo Sosa.
He's got a little pop in his bat, Brew. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Swing and a miss. 1-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Antico pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
2 outs. Strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Rips one to right and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Baez grabs it on the run. Gregory Soto comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan.
The second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And the pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. Homer number 25 of the year, and they add on. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
We'll do you one better than a tape measure by breaking out the numbers from StatCast. The distance, 450 feet on the dot.
Oh, my goodness. And that's one, Boog. You're going to see it making the rounds on social media all night long and all the highlight shows as well. I know I'm going to be watching on a loop. That was absolutely crushed.
Next to hit, Demetrius Lewis. And it drops in.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels.
Stop. Over to Turner for one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
He gets there with the slide to first. Pretty nice play there. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas. Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out in the pen. Andrew Bellotti into the game.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Bellotti.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Just off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1. Right-handed reliever. That's off the mark. 2-1.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And now here is Harper. His righty-lefty splits there.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
That one not close. And now 2-0. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Pop up here, third base side. Rivas makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That catches the top part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Two outs. Goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Top of inning number 7. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Rivas. The pitch. That one ripped, but foul. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So, man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Joshua Baez. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Rivas leads off second with nobody out. In the air, right field. Settles underneath it. And makes the grab. Grounder tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Andrew Bellotti next up for the Cardinals.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
At the belt and fires. That one ripped. Rojas right there to make the grab. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. The new pitcher in the game, Nick Nelson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Mike Antico, 1 for 3. Just missed. Nelson, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Man at first, Brendan Donovan digs in now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That ball's carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Phillies nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And the right-hander back to work. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
1 strike.
That's towards center. Baez under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The Phils with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Two down, nobody on. And now 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering upstairs. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Pinch hitter coming on. Brandon Marsh.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And there's the strike.
1-1.
Late with the swing there.
1-2.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Two on, 2 outs. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. They continue to trail 7-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeff Hoffman.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Arenado leading things off and takes a strike. It's in and out of his glove. To first, and he just gets it there in time. Run away. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here, too. And, you know, they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge. And they'll have to see clear evidence the other way to overturn this thing.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. And next is the Cardinals' 4-hitter, Demetrius Lewis. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1 over to first, but he beats it.
baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Man at first, and up next for St. Louis, Paul Goldschmidt. He's already homered in this game. Hard hit left side. Off balance speed. There's one. On the first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. And now they turn to Giovanni Gallegos. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Gallegos.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Rojas in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Bryce Harper. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And another ball. And a big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
That misses the zone, and now 3-1.
3-1.
Left-hand hitter waits. 3-2 now.
3-2.
That's out to center field. Baez drifts towards it. Baez squeezes it. So a man aboard. And now Kyle Schwarber. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. Inside, just missed. That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. One left for Philadelphia. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. Hoffman back to work. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Jeremy Rivas next up for the Cardinals.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And that one hammered back there and out of here. He'll touch them all. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other in the club.
Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now the center fielder, Joshua Baez. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the 9th. Bounced up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first in time. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Giovanni Gallegos next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup. Now Mike Antico. To the right side. Stop. Gathers and throws to first. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. The pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's down and away.
2-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, and those hitters can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there. Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one's in there. And the count is 0-2. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
Got him swinging.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
So it's their last chance in this one. Stepping in, JT Realmuto. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Gallegos is just 1 strike away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him. And that'll do it.
Another day, another win. I really think this